Hello, glorious soul. You know those months when it feels like the universe is personally testing you? I'm in one. It started small, a cavity at the dentist. Annoying, but manageable. Then the tax bill arrived. Not huge, but not fully as expected either. Then a launch that should have worked didn't. The numbers were nowhere near what I'd projected or what I'd counted on. Then key relationships in my life shifted in ways I didn't see coming. Then another business setback, and then another. One thing after another, like dominoes falling in slow motion, each one hitting just as I'm catching my breath from the last. And here's what I've learned: it's not the individual hits that get you, it's the compounding. A cavity? That's just Tuesday. A tax bill? Adult life. A launch that doesn't hit its numbers? It's part of business. But all of it in the same month, while you're also dealing with relationship shifts and other business challenges you can't quite articulate yet, that's when the weight starts to accumulate. That's when you start questioning everything: your judgment, your strategy, your capacity, whether you actually know what you're doing at all. And that's when the 3 a.m. thoughts get loud. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I've been fooling myself. Maybe I'm Delulu. Maybe everyone else has figured something out that I'm missing. When the bad news started compounding, my first instinct was to power through. Stay positive, keep moving, don't let it affect you. You're resilient, right? You can handle this. Except I wasn't handling it. I was white knuckling my way through while pretending I had it all together. I was performing competence when what I actually needed was to admit this is really hard right now. Here's what I learned doesn't work when you're in a season of compounding challenges. Number one, trying to stay positive without acknowledging the reality. Bypassing your struggle doesn't make you stronger, it just makes you numb and exhausted. Comparing your situation to people who have it worse. Yes, perspective matters, but minimizing your own experience doesn't help you move through it. It just adds shame on top of struggle. Trying to think your way out. Your brilliant strategic mind may have gotten you here, but it cannot solve emotional exhaustion or fix circumstances outside of your control. Waiting for something external to change so you can feel okay. The relief you're looking for has to come from within first, or you'll just be a hostage to circumstances forever. Isolating because you don't want to burden anyone. This one nearly broke me. Carrying everything alone doesn't make you strong, it just makes you lonely. So, what does work when everything compounds at once? First, tell the truth, not the curated version, not the I'm fine, just a little stressed version, the real version. I'm not okay right now. This month has been brutal. I need support. I had to say this out loud to my husband, to a few trusted friends, to my body when I put my hands on my heart and asked what I actually needed. And the relief was immediate, not because anything changed externally, but because I stopped performing. Second, let people hold you. The moment I stopped pretending I had it together, people showed up. Real support appeared, not with advice or solutions, but with presence. My husband held me through the worst of it without trying to fix anything, without needing me to be anything other than exactly where I was. New friendships deepened with people who see me clearly and love me anyway. I learned what it means to be held when you're not impressive, when you don't have answers, when all you can offer is your honest mess. Third, return to your body even when you don't want to. When everything's falling apart in your external world, your body is the only ground you truly have. I went back to basics: breath work, walks, putting my hands on my heart and asking, what do you need right now? The container breath, body dialogue, all the nervous system tools I've learned and taught but had stopped doing consistently when I got too busy. Your body knows things your mind is too overwhelmed to process, so listen to it. Fourth, look at what's actually true without the story. This one was hard, really hard. I had to sit with my numbers, look at what actually happened with the launch without the catastrophic story I was telling myself about what it meant. I had to acknowledge, yes, things are tight right now. Yes, this is challenging. Yes, I let some foundational work slip. But also, this is workable. This is temporary. This doesn't mean everything I've built is falling apart. Facts without story. That's where your power lives. Here's what I'm learning in the middle of all of this. Sometimes the universe doesn't humble you to punish you. It humbles you to call you higher. Because here's what's also true. In this brutal month, I've also received gifts I didn't expect. Deeper learning that's reshaping how I understand my work. mindset challenges that are forging something stronger in me, a calling to work that feels truer and more aligned than what I was doing before. My marriage has gotten stronger through this. The friendships that have shown up feel more real, more solid, and more chosen. I'm learning what actually matters, what I can let go of, what I've been carrying that isn't actually mine to carry. Here's the thing. The challenges aren't happening to break you. They're happening to show you what you're made of. And also, let's be honest, to reveal where you've been skating by on borrowed momentum, where you've been avoiding the foundations, where you need to build differently. I had been so obsessed with expanding my capacity and working on my mindset that I'd let some pivotal operational work slip. I drifted away from my numbers, let the system slide, stopped tracking the markers that actually tell you how your business is doing, made a few impulsive decisions. It's exactly what I see clients do with their image. They focus on finding the perfect outfit while avoiding the deeper work of understanding their body, their authentic expression, and their actual needs. They keep shopping for the external fix instead of tending to the foundation. And I had done the same thing with my business. The setbacks revealed that. And yes, it's humbling, but it's also clarifying. I don't know yet what's being built on the wreckage of this month, but I'm still in it, still finding my feet. And I'm starting to trust that being humbled isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of a truer one. One where I tend the foundations I know matter, even when they're boring. One where I let myself be held, even when I'm not impressive. One where I tell the truth about what's actually happening, even when it's not the story I want to tell. One that's built on reality instead of borrowed momentum. If you're reading this, listening to this from your own season of compounding challenges, if it feels like one thing after another, if you're questioning everything, and if you're exhausted from holding it all together, I want you to know you are not broken. You're not behind. This isn't evidence that you're doing it wrong. Sometimes everything happens at once. And that's not because you failed. It's just because that's how life works sometimes. The ground shifts, multiple things hit at once, and you have to find your feet again in the middle of all of it. You don't need to have it figured out. You don't need to know the plan yet. You don't need to be impressive or inspiring or even particularly functional right now. You just need to tell the truth. Let yourself be held, return to your body, and look at what's actually real. The compounding will ease. The lessons will stay, and you will be more you on the other side of it. Until then, we practice presence here in the moment. We tell the truth. We let ourselves be held. We trust that even when everything happens at once, something is being made whole. And I'll be here, finding my feet right alongside you. P.S. If this note landed for you, I'd love to hear about it. Hit reply and tell me where you are, whether you're in your own season of compounding challenges or you've come through one and can see the other side. I read every response, every comment, every like, every subscribe. And right now, knowing I'm not alone in this makes all the difference.